Hello critters, and welcome back to Crafts and Critters with your host Christine. I'm going to be making a Valentine's Day ribbon for a wreath that I'm working on. So I wanted to do a separate tutorial on my ribbons because I've not shown one before, and I kind of do mine kind of in a cheating way, I think. So anyway, I'm going with this ribbon here that I found at the Hobby Lobby. It's 2.5 inches wide. Then there's 6 yards here. I've already cut off a 20-inch piece, and this is going to be my tails. So, and then I'm just going to fold it in half and cut on a slant to ducktail it, and and then I'm going to set this aside. So the next thing we're going to do is take our ribbon, and you're going to measure out, you're going to go to 16 inches, and then you're going to fold over, come back, and cut. And that's how I start mine. So I use my board here as my guide, and then I'm going to cut this piece off. And I've got my glue gun out, and I'm going to basically glue these two pieces together. And it doesn't take much, so just a little glue, and you're just gluing the two open ends to each other. You want to get it straight, which I did not, because I'm trying to do it in air instead of on my board. Alright, and then you're going to put a little glue right on the inside here, and fold so that you have, and then this will be your bow, and then this will be in the center. I'm not done yet though. We're going to do another one at this length. So, I'm going to wind up using this whole row of ribbons. So, alright, so here's my 16. Doubled. So then you're going to have like a 16-inch wide, or not 16 inches, it's going to be like 8 on each side kind of thing. So then glue these two pieces together, flip it to the inside, glue here, bring, and you want to make sure that you're even on both sides, so you're just centering it. And then I'm going to sit this done one on top of the other done one. I want to do one more at 16 inches on my board. Flip it, 16 on this. So essentially it's 32 inches that so if you wanted to just measure it out, if you had a bigger table, 32 inches, fold in half. Keep saying 16, so, alright. Glue those together, put to the inside. I'm not very good at bow making, and I suppose if you had one of those bow makers, this would probably be a lot easier, but I don't have one of those, so this is just kind of how I've done my bows for a while now, and I've got stuff falling all over my table. So I'm going to shorten it now, and we're going to go to like 13. I'm going to start at the 13, fold over and back. So if you're keeping up, that's 26. And click that, and just while we're at it here, we're going to do, basically we're doing 3 at the same length. Or 2 at the same length, because I just messed up. So this one folded over, no, it's 13, so yeah, 3 at the same length, and that's gonna kind of give you your fluffy bow. Alright. So we're gluing these ends together. And of course, you can make your bows however you like them. If you have the fancy bow machine or fancy bow things, or you know, an easier way, that's great. I just wanted to kind of show how I did mine. And this is only one style. There's another way that I take a thinner piece of ribbon. And actually, I can show you with the row. There, this row is open. Okay. So what I'll do, like if I wanted to use another, a thinner ribbon with this, I'll take and I'll line it up in the center and I will actually glue it. So it would be glued in the center like this, all the way down the ribbon in just a couple of different places just to hold it together. And then you wouldn't even know, and then it would be fluffed out. And you kind of and it would stay kind of like really together. I will have to do a separate video on that one because I know it sounds a little weird and it's kind of probably a little hard to visualize on that one. So this is just the easier style because I'm just doing the one ribbon on this wreath that I'm making, and you'll have to check out that video, which will be posted after this one. Alright, so here's all of our pieces to our bow. We've got 6 pieces here plus the tails. Now what I did is, this was the back, the 2 ends that we glued together, that you're going to face down. So all of your pretty sides are up, and that's what you're showing. And then we're going to take our tail, and the tail goes behind here, so that will be what's going to hang down. And the last thing you're going to need is a pipe cleaner, which I just have, and it fell. Okay. So pipe cleaner, and for this I'm going to fold my ribbon in the middle in half here, and actually it works better if you do it. So fold it this way so all your pretty is out. I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and I'm going to press in the middle, and then I'm going to fold up and give it a good twist in the back, keeping it as tight as you can. And this extra here we're going to leave because that's what I will use to attach onto my wreath or whatever else you want to attach to. Now from that point forward, we are going to cover this. And you could do one of 2 ways. You could have left a little extra fabric and covered it with some fabric. In this case, I actually have these stems here, these from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to pull off one of these hearts. I'm going to flatten this out here, and I'm going to put a good amount of glue here in the middle. And I did not pick the best heart for this. Hold on. I just noticed this one kind of had a really horrible spot. The back of it was better, but now it has glue all over it. So let's try this again. All right. So that's important too. So pull one off. Give it a good look on both sides. Like this has got a little weird piece on it. And if you don't like that one, set it aside. Pull off a different one, give it a look. Yeah, this one's nice, and I like this. I like this side. Okay. Now, let's try again here. Smell our glue here. And put a good amount of glue. Nice big wad of glue. And I'm going to press. And I'm going to hold until it's dry, and I just stuck my finger in the glue. Ow. It's still a little bit, it's still not ready yet. So, what we could do too, and I think I'm going to do that, is I'm going to grab this baby's breath off of there. So, hold on, I gotta grab my wire cutters for that. Okay. I'm kind of holding this in place while it's drying, and I'm doing the other. So I'm gonna take that baby's breath. Yeah, I think that would look really nice. All right, so we're gonna pull off, clip off some of this baby's breath. And I'm gonna come underneath here and add a little bit of glue, and we're going to kind of stick that baby's breath in there. I'm going to use the rest of this to kind of fill in a little bit on that spot. It's all stuck together, so I'm having a little problem here. All right. Flip that piece off. Hold on. Here we go. I'm not liking that piece there. Let me go a little smaller. It was just too much. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's very nice. All right, so from that point, we are going to, I'm going to show you how I'm fluffing the one side, and I'm not going to do the other because I actually really just want to fluff this once I get it on the reef. So up. Fluff. This here we want to twist and pull down. So, and it will look a lot better once it's on the reef, and I can fluff the bow and it'll like stay more into place. Like I'm fluffing the other side right now too, and it is taking a little bit of work to get it to look right. Because right now it doesn't look right, but some of this needs to be pulled up. Like so. And it won't, and it's not staying. Because usually my reef, once I pull it and tuck it in, it actually, the bows stay a little bit better than what it's wanting to do now. So that's kind of the gist of the bow, and it actually looks kind of good. Stay tuned to the other video. I hope you like this one. If you have any comments on how I could make my bows a little differently, by all means, I'd like to hear about it. So thank you. Bye.